Hello everyone. I'm just going to talk briefly about what's going to happen over the next week. I have a lot of schoolwork I should be focusing on, so this is probably going to be my last video for a couple of days. Also, I probably won't be able to post any videos this weekend because I'm probably going to be in a place where I won't have good internet connection. So, and that's okay because the forecast for the next week is kind of dull anyway. There's really not going to be that much going on. Just there's only one significant threat, like one threat for some sort of a significant precipitation event, and it's like very, very low chance. It's probably not going to happen. So we'll get to that. But right now, looking at our GFS, the American model, you have your wind map here. That all that red on the right is today's storm that's leaving the coast. So as that leaves, hold on, let's keep going. That's going to move off the coast. You take a look at your low and high map. You're going to have high pressure setting up over here, which we already knew. This is where it's going to be centered. There are a lot of H's on this map, but like as you move forward, eventually this is going to consolidate into one H. So you're going to have one strong area of high pressure here. And what that's going to do is that's going to it's shoving the jet stream south currently as we speak. Your Arctic cold front came through, and the cold, dry air mass is shoving your jet stream south. So by tomorrow, your jet stream is going to be all the way down here, and then this whole area is going to be in an Arctic air mass. So you're going to have Arctic cold air. Now, obviously, it's not going to be, teens and tens down in the Carolinas. It's going to be probably 30s and maybe 20s. But as the further north you go, the colder you're going to be. So, let's look at our setup. I drew a map. Alright, so here you go. So that high pressure is going to be setting up over southern Canada, and you're going to have that cold, dry air mass in place for about 2 days, through early Thursday. And your jet stream is further south, and then south of the jet stream, you're going to be you're going to be a little bit warmer, and you're going to have some moisture down there, so there might be some rain showers. So that is the setup. Now this high pressure is going to move slowly east throughout the entire time, and by Friday it's going to be off the coast. I mean off of the U.S. So that cold air mass would be moving out by Friday. And just to give you an overview of what the temperatures are going to be like, I'm going to show you something from the GFS. Alright, so the MAV and the MOS, again, I don't even know what those stand for. They focus on temperatures forecasts. So into Tuesday, notice how you have the teens, the single digits, and then your negative temperatures in here, and then your 20s and 30s extending all the way down here, because your jet stream during the day on Tuesday is going to be all the way down here. Now this is tonight actually. So as you go through, look, that just comes further south. Let's go to midday Friday here. Look at this. It's during the day. Look, we have -5, -10. Look, we have the 40s extending all the way down into Texas. So, this strong area of high pressure up here is going to be rotating in tons of Arctic air into this entire region. It's just going to be dominating, and it's going to be dry. So there's not going to be a lot of moisture. So whenever you get a disturbance coming through, there isn't going to be a lot of, sustenance to produce any precipitation. Alright, let's skip ahead to Wednesday. Again, that cold air is still in place. You got teens and 20s over the northeast. You got 20s and 30s extending across the central portion of the country and even into the south, and the 40s down into Texas in those areas. And again, midday. This is still midday Wednesday, and so basically the same thing. You got highs are not going to get out of the 20s across the Mid-Atlantic region. New York City, Long Island, not getting out of the 20s for the most part. Wednesday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Later Thursday, you might get into the 30s though. but we'll get to that in a second. So you can see the setup here. And then if you go to midday Thursday, again, your 30s are extending a little further north now, as you can see, because the jet stream is actually going to come back up north with another, low pressure system later in the week. You could see these 40s and 50s coming up. Okay. See, look at that. This is, I believe, 1 o'clock on Thursday. And then as you go to Friday, this is actually Thursday night, believe it or not, so that's why it came back down. But as you head to Friday, the warm air is going to start coming back up. So that's your summary of temperatures. So cold, dry air mass for this entire part here. Mostly 20s and 30s for highs in this area, teens and 20s in that area, and single digits and lower teens and probably even lower in that area for today, tomorrow through early Thursday. And down here 40s and upper 30s. So watch out for that. Now, let's talk about disturbances. So this is early during the day on Tuesday. Darn it. Hold on. Sorry. Let's see. This is where we were. So your storm has moved out to sea. Now you have another disturbance coming through here. Another short wave that's going to be moving through, going this way, heading east. And you can see it actually becomes a little more potent as we head into early Tuesday night. And then it's going to continue to move east. Now, what the GFS is showing, and again, I just want to reiterate that since there's a cold, dry air mass, there's not going to be a lot of moisture associated with this piece of energy here. So as it moves east, all you're going to get, what the GFS is showing, this light purple, that's basically just an area of flurries and light snow showers. So that's going to move east, right? Alright, and watch it kind of disintegrates. So, early Wednesday, I'm going to go with a slight chance of some snow showers, but I'm not going to go any more than that. This area of winds here is actually associated with the high pressure up here. So this area of winds is going to be ushering in that Arctic air. And then this disturbance is going to move out. So you have a southern disturbance here that's going to create some flurries, because you have all this wind energy ahead of the high pressure. So that's going to, you have all this wind energy ahead of high pressures, that's going to be causing some lift in the atmosphere. So although there's no moisture, you're going to get a couple of snow showers and flurries to form. And it looks like most of that's going to stay north of here because the disturbance is up here. Then you have another disturbance down here in the jet stream. Some snow showers from that. Most of that's going to stay down here. We're not really going to get anything from that during the day on Wednesday. Then comes our threat for a bigger storm, which is not that big, but it's going to be there. You're going to have this disturbance coming in along the jet stream during the day on Wednesday. Now keep in mind that you still have a big temperature contrast in this area. You have cold and then warm. So if any energy comes down here, it's going to try to form a storm because you still have a lot of moisture down here. And watch, look, this short wave picks up in intensity here as it heads to the south and east. There it goes again. We're on late Wednesday night, early Thursday. Let's keep going. And there, you have a storm trying to form right over Louisiana there. Look at this. You have energy coming in from the north. Actually, that's interesting. You have a low pressure system over here that's going to be moving into Seattle. But that's not going to affect us until later in the weekend. And then it looks like you're going to have some a lot of energy here, but the main focus of the energy is going to be down here. Okay? So it's positively tilted, so it's going to be taking in moisture from the Gulf, and that's going to rapidly intensify it. So watch. See? It just intensifies again. Now you have a northern branch up here. This is another piece of energy, and you still have high pressure over here. So the high pressure, as it moves east, because this is going to try to come up the coast. Okay? The high pressure is going to be moving east at the same time as it's coming up the coast. So at some point, this storm is going to intersect with the winds from the high pressure, and it's going to be forced out to sea. So the question is, how far north does the low come before it intersects with the winds from the high pressure? And also, this disturbance up here is going to be guiding it as well out to sea. So you have two things that are guiding it out to sea. Alright, so let's again watch as it comes up the coast. Watch the intensity of this. Look at that. Look at all that wind energy. And again, your high pressure is off the map now, but it's going to be guiding this eastward, as you see. Alright, so this is what the GFS, what it's showing is it is showing the low coming, the energy starting here and then just tracking northeast the entire time. I tend to disagree with that, only because I don't really think it's going to be impacted by the surface winds from the high pressure all the way down here. I think it would take a more northward track, and then when it intersects the winds, it would go eastward. Now, before I finish that, let's just look at what the low pressure map shows for that. So if you're down here now, this is actually a little too early. Let's go to Thursday. Your area of low pressure is forming over here. And watch as it goes up the coast there. We're at 1,012 millibars still. That's going to strengthen 1,008, 1,004, 996. So again, as your millibars decrease, that means your storm is getting stronger. So the GFS takes it a more northeasterly track. And also, look at your precipitation map on the bottom. It keeps all the precipitation off the coast, pretty much, from us. Okay? So, European is different. And I tend to agree with this more. So if you go here, Thursday, you have your storm forming there. Friday, here's your storm. Well, up the bottom half of it, your low pressure is up here. So see, look. Your low pressure is up here, and the European strengthens it a little bit more. And then, so it moves it from here up the coast, straight up the coast. Not like easterly or anything. And then it moves it more east when it intersects with the high pressure over, the high pressure is now off the coast over there. This is a different area of high pressure. And we'll look at all that wind energy. And this, it also has that other system I was talking about guiding this off the coast. So, the question is, how far north, and again, I'm going to lean towards the European with this solution, only because the European did a better job of forecasting the last storm we had where we got a coating to an inch. So the question is, how far north does the low pressure come before it intersects with the high pressure, the surface winds from the high pressure, and the energy from the other system that's going to be coming across? And then in the next video, we will talk about that.